Hello and welcome to round 1 of the Northampton Casual Tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah, go with that. With me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hi.
Hello. And today we have on the left, Tyrell versus on the right, Targ Fealty. And this is a fairly casual tournament that was held at our local club. There's 8 players in total, and we all try to bring decks that we wouldn't normally play. So Dan on the left generally plays more Bara than anything. Mm-hmm. Simon on the right, I think his biggest venture was Direwolves. So Targ is a bit of a stretch for him, and it isn't just normal Targ. I'll say that now. It's not just going to be rah, burn, dragons and Danny and all that malarkey. It's something a bit more different, a bit fun. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some good combinations. Can you talk us through the boards, Richard?
Yes. Dan on the left has an arbor and another card. Can't see it because glare, although I saw it briefly, and it could be Hightower Spy. Not sure. Probably doesn't really matter. Targ Fealty on the right hand side. So Simon has Targaryen Loyalist, Dothraki Honor Guard, and Viserys Targaryen, along with a location at the bottom there, which is a mystery to me.
Glad we cleared that one up.
Ah.
Oh, it's not a location, it's just his hand.
Some of his hand. Yeah.
And he's just summoned for Barristan. Interesting choice.
Interesting choice indeed.
Dothraki Honor Guard, they're 5 gold, 5 cost, military power, 10 strength, is that right?
Yep.
But they get -1 strength for each card in your hand.
Yep.
So they would actually work really well with Barristan, wouldn't they? Because Barristan stands if you win a challenge with fewer cards in hand than your opponent.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
already you can sense a theme coming here.
I don't feel like Simon's going to be drawing many cards. Although saying that he has just summoned, which is card draw. Anywho, Dan appears to have 3 Randall in hand.
How disgusting.
I feel like that's cheating. Not allowed to start with 3 Randall. I can see a Milk, Brienne, a Bodyguard, Mace, a Garden Caretaker, and... Right, let me get this right. It's the Intrigue one, 2 cost. The one that you say looks like Jackie.
Oh, the old town informer.
No, you little shit, I was trying to remember the name.
Oh, sorry.
In the last video I was saying I was going to remember the names of them all this time.
Well, you failed, otherwise you would have just said it.
No, I was toying between the Hightower Spy or the Old Town Informer.
Well, the Hightower Spy is on the board, and it's clearly not that.
Oh, that one's the Hightower... Oh, for fuck's sake.
Shame.
Never mind.
Shame.
Never mind.
Well, Simon's got a way of getting rid of cards in his hand.
He does. He's played a Slaves Bay Port.
And he found a way to put them on the board as well.
Yeah, Slaves Bay Port, a Plaza of Pride, and as you say, a Flea Bottom. So, already got the combo going there.
Degenerate combos.
I think both of these decks are going to be a bit gross. I mean...
So, Simon's saving 2 gold.
Okay. That could be a Consuming Flames.
It could be
if
a Consuming
he runs
Flames.
Anything like that.
It would fuel his Flea Bottom nicely.
That's true. That'd be a good reason for running it. So Simon, they're just using dice to show the current strength of the Honor Guard. He appears to have quite a few cards in hand, so I can't imagine their strength is particularly high at the moment. Can't really tell what it says on the dice, unfortunately, but there you go. So marshalling then, on the left we have Garden Caretaker being knelt to help pay for Mace. He's out already.
Wow.
Okay, with a Bodyguard.
That's interesting.
That's a quick, mean start to the game.
So he got what? I can't see, 4 gold left?
Yeah, about that. He started with 13.
13, huh?
Yeah, Arbor and
Late Summer Feast, so that's 12. Paid 8.
Oh, sorry, apologies.
Paid 1 for the Caretaker, knelt it, and paid 6 plus 1 for the Bodyguard, so you should have 4 left.
Yeah, and he's paid 1 to get a power Mace, and then using Mace's ability, isn't he supposed to know his faction card to do this?
Yes.
It kind of works against Reigns, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So he's not now his faction card.
I'm sure he will remember.
Hopefully. And then end of the marshalling phase. Comes back in. Pay gold. Gain a power. Mace's ability is so gross.
And now you're going to trigger the high tower bide ability and give someone extra strength. 2 strength for the 2 cost of the lady in waiting.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yes.
Okay, so when they enter play, reveal the top card of your deck. The gold cost is the strength that you can increase a card by.
Yes.
Okay.
Works particularly nicely if you have Old Town as well.
Mm.
So then you could trigger Old Town, take the card, and gain a power for your trouble.
Seems good.
That's quite nice.
So you have military coming through from the Dothraki Honour Guard. I'm not sure what the strength is. Like I say, I can't quite see what the dice says. I'm not sure what Simon's got in hand.
So now we have the Old Town Informer.
We do
Bestowed
indeed.
for gold, so he will draw that 1 card. And now he will discard a card from his hand. Looks like he's toying with discarding one of the spare Randalls that he has.
He does have a fair few. It's a little bit risky. Oh no, he's not got an intrigue icon. I was going to say it's a bit risky if Simon does an intrigue and might lose that, dupe on Randall, but it seems to be
Dan's
okay.
shuffling his hand anyway.
Yeah, that's what confused me. I was like, oh, it's an intrigue challenge with the Dothraki Honour Guard who doesn't have an intrigue icon. So that military goes through unopposed and claiming the Garden Caretaker there. And any more actions from Simon? Probably not.
He could do Plaza of Pride
That's true.
and Flea Bottom. Assuming he may have, let's say, Jorah Mormont. You could, for example, Plaza of Pride using Jorah to stand Dothraki Honour Guard. And then Flea Bottom here into play if you wanted to do that.
That's an
It's
idea.
not necessarily an ideal play.
Dan's looking through his Reigns plots here, but as discussed, his faction card should be nil, which means that he shouldn't be able to use Reigns, right?
Yes, that is correct.
He was showing off with his fancy plots. Look, it's got the special Game of Thrones there. Not even sleeved! Dan, what's wrong with you?
That is terrible.
Bad man, Dan. Bad man. So the intrigue there is going to go through unopposed.
He kind of trigger Rain, didn't he? When he shouldn't. Okay.
He's just remembered.
That's good.
So he remembered at least before he actually triggered Reigns, because then that
Could
could
have
be
been not very good. He would have had to maybe, I don't know, warn himself.
yeah, seeing as his TO.
Yeah.
And claim there was a warrior's braid.
Spicy, I like it.
There's some weird cards on the right hand side. So the intrigue then went through unopposed. And the claim, and then Dan's Dom. So Dan's on 4 here, Simon's on 1. So already speeding ahead here.
Mace doing Mace things. I am surprised to see the video so long.
Yes, it is a rather long video.
Especially considering Mace is on the board and Dan is at 4 power already. Which means it may not be plain sailing.
Dun dun dun.
Dan.
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah, that was accidental, wasn't it?
No, it was totally on purpose.
Yeah. So it looks like Simon is playing Get Rid of All My Cards to Barristan, Dothraki Honour Guard, maybe. They've got some Warrior Braid in there, so he could be playing an attachment build.
Oh, I like this. So Fallen from Favour puts Viserys in the discard pile and lets him remove that bodyguard from Mace, so Mace isn't quite so safe anymore.
That's really good because he has Flea Bottom now.
Exactly.
And Viserys whenever he needs to remove an attachment.
And it looks like Dan might be running, well, probably is running a few annoying attachments, right? We saw the milk. So we know he's got milk at least.
He's definitely running some annoying attachment.
And
Milks are annoying.
I think that's a crown. Golden roses there as well.
He's also running sieged by the guard, I think.
What's that?
What do you mean, what is that? The one where you pay 1, put it on your opponent's location, you bestow it.
Oh, that one.
And you blank it. It's like a really, really expensive frozen solid. If you ignore the fact that it can actually hit 4 cost locations and higher. House of the Undying? Ha ha ha. Blank.
Oh, that wasn't his hand. He was... Sorry, just slightly distracted. Dan played building orders here and went and got a crown of golden roses. I thought that's what he had in his hand.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
It's increased in popularity, I would say, the crown of golden roses.
I feel like it's always been quite popular.
No. It really increased in popularity. Dan's running 3 of it.
Really? Is that because of the King of the North plot?
It is because of the King in the North plot.
And that's one where you can't trigger location or attachment or character abilities unless you own a king?
Correct.
Yeah.
Control a king.
Control, well...
Because own and control become,
Right.
different things.
Semantics.
So this is slow going.
Yeah. I think Dan likes to take his time to think about stuff, but then once he's got the plan in his head, he's relatively quick.
No, that's not Dan.
No?
No, he is relatively a slow player.
Oh. Sorry, Dan, you've been called out.
And the worst thing is, Simon is also a relatively slow player.
Well, Simon doesn't play as often, though, does he? Simon's,
He vanished
dabbles.
for a while with the international arms distribution network.
What?
But now he's back. And, he's selling fewer arms and playing more games. So
He's going to get some really dodgy phone calls.
You're laughing like I'm joking. I'm not joking.
I know. I'm trying to, laugh to cover up my concern, I guess.
It's fine. It's Simon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He does walk around with that, really suspicious-looking, James Bond suitcase, doesn't he, when he goes to tournaments?
There you go.
He's got, this silver shiny suitcase.
All I can say,
briefcase, even. Briefcase.
All I can say is don't piss Simon off, all right?
You're going to batter you around the head with a briefcase?
No, he's going to take a gun out and shoot you.
I feel like this is slightly excessive.
Well, take it up with Simon, not me.
I don't know if I dare now.
So what have we seen? We've seen a Rose Garden come out and it's been knelt.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, okay. And
There we go.
Brian. And a Mace trigger. One of the good things about Mace, well, you say good thing, Mace is pretty annoying, let's face it. He's very annoying. He can gain power without needing to do challenges. It is really annoying. But one of the good things about him, if you like using Mace, he's really good attachment control. As long as it's not on Mace. So Brienne got milked, for example. That's fine. Just trigger Mace's ability. Know your faction card. Bring her back next phase. Voila! No milk.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, just to fill people in on what was put on those characters there. So, Brienne has got a
Lady in Waiting.
Lady in Waiting as a dupe. And Mace, I'm assuming, was just given the crown of golden roses.
I don't want to.
I'd assume so.
I wondered if it was a bodyguard, but yeah, Crown and Golden Roses seems also legit.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bodyguard. Don't quote me. But I don't think it was.
Dan always seems to have bodyguards when he plays.
Maybe just because he runs 3 of.
He's probably not even running 3.
We'll have to find out.
He's like Daisy in that regard. He just draws what he needs.
I don't know. I think Daisy is luckier in that respect than most people.
Nah, that's a myth. An urban legend.
The urban legend of Daisy.
Yes.
Who's a man, by the way.
Is he?
Just for viewers that, don't watch as often.
Oh.
They might not know about Daisy.
It's irrelevant. Man or woman.
I know.
They can probably guess that from saying he.
Oh, yeah.
The subtleties of the English language are lost upon you.
Oh, piss off. Isla Ravens! It's Isla Ravens, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Isla Ravens! So you can kneel it to shuffle something from your discard pile back into your deck, but not the dead pile. Correct?
This is good because Plaza of Pride, you're shuffling away characters.
Oh,
You're shuffling away... Well, you're throwing away characters, I should say. You're throwing away attachments or whatever to stand things. And being able to put them back into your deck seems okay.
Seems alright, doesn't it?
Simon still has 3 gold left.
Yeah, so he's just marshalled Barristan with a dupe.
Which must feel good. You've got 2 cards standing on the board, which like him to have a few cards in hand. Maybe he will get rid of some cards now.
It looks like it.
Looks like a Mormont coming out, maybe. No,
no,
changed his mind.
Which one's that? Is that...
It's the Breaker of Chains.
Oh, Breaker of Chains, that's it.
A card I really, really like.
So when the attached character goes into a challenge, you can put a character 2 cost or lower from your hand into play, which is fantastic, I think. I really like the attachment, actually.
It's really good economy after you put one in, so as a subsequent turns you use it. As long as you have the character in hand, you know, it can boost them. So Barristan is now 5 strength, because Breaker of Chains also has the strength increase from any...
Oh, yes.
Up to 2 cost characters or lower. So there's a Targaryen loyalist on the board. He is 5 strength.
That's quite cool.
Barristan is 5 strength. And we just saw a Jorah Mormont in Simon's hand. So I expect he would not... Maybe he would trigger Barristan on defense if he wanted to, as long as he could get the restanding ability on.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big
High
strength
Tower
boost.
by triggered, is it?
Yeah, so Mace took the Hightower Spy out for the round, for the phase even. Knelt the faction card to do so, remembering this time. And in the challenges phase, it's come back in, triggering the effect and revealing the top card, which was Renly, and putting that strength bump on Brienne. So it's just indicating that by using gold there.
So Brienne is now 12 strength.
Wow.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Simon didn't do that many challenges. Not at least. Well, Brienne's probably not going to kneel.
Yeah, Brienne's not going to do any challenges, right? Because she'll just stand there and not kneel and defend everything.
Simon kneels Fealty as an action.
So, doing an intrigue there with the Old Town Informer. And
nothing coming back from Daniel as an action. So Simon plays his second action, which is a Consuming Flame.
Nice.
Controlled that intrigue challenge there.
Yeah.
Discarded a card for the Consuming Flames effect. So he has now lost 2 cards from his hand.
Isn't Consuming Flames discard 2 cards?
No. It discard a Targ card from your hand and pay 2 gold.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're thinking of Kotho.
Ah, yeah.
He has discarded 2 cards. So Simon has lost Consuming Flames from his hand and the card he discarded, which was a mystery to us.
Unfortunately, his discard pile is off the mat.
Yes. But his Dothraki Honor Guard got 2 strength stronger. And we know he still had the Jorah Mormont in hand.
It looks like Simon's only got 2 or 3 cards maybe in hand, so...
3.
There we go. So the Dothraki Honor Guard are on 7 strength at the moment.
That's pretty strong. With Barristan on 5. Then both of them together, assuming they both go in together, Honor Guard will go up to 8 if Mormont comes in. Barristan will go up to 6, so that'll be 14 strength.
Oh, okay, just enough to defend, to win a challenge against Brienne then.
Yes, a military challenge would be one. So Simon can put the pressure on now. He can go in with the military if he wants to. Yeah.
There we go. So military with Barristan and the Honor Guard. And at the moment, that is attack for 12. Using the Break of Chains ability to put in Jorah. So that means that we lose a card from hand. So the Dothraki go up by 1. So now they're on 8 strength. And Barristan also increases in strength because there's another card that is 2 cost or lower on the board. So he's now on 6 strength. So we have 14 strength in total coming in from military here.
Strong.
It's very strong. So Brienne can defend non-kneeling for 12 strength because of the buff from earlier with only. But that still means that Simon should win the challenge. Yeah, so Barristan there, he's standing.
That's nice.
It wasn't unopposed, but we have claim of the High Tower Spy.
Now, if Simon runs March, this is quite nice.
Definitely.
Because he's now leveraged himself into a position where he can hurt Dan. Also, he could trigger Plaza Pride or Flea Bottom. Maybe not Flea Bottom now because he spent that gold. But Plaza Pride if you wanted to stand the Dothraki on a guard and win a power challenge.
I think Simon here is deciding not to bother.
I don't think he can win a power challenge.
No.
He can't win the intrigue either.
But
maybe he passes and maybe takes...
He's going to do the intrigue because that will get Mace to kneel. And then I think...
Then he can win Dom because he's got 6
Simon
strength.
would win Dom. Because Mace doesn't have renown, so it's not a loss in power. And then Isla Raven's something back in. Maybe a consuming flames or something.
And we will never know.
Wow, look at Dan's hand. Not his, like, physical hands, like, you know, his card.
Yeah, he got long fingers. Not like Dave Bamford with these small fingers. So...
It's been a while since you've talked about Dave Bamford's hands.
Yeah, Dave Bamford has small hands. It is announced.
I feel like this must be like, you know, a good few months, like at least 6 months since you mentioned Dave Bamford's hands. Poor Dave Bamford. I bet he was hoping
There's
that
nothing
the
wrong
world
with
had
having
forgotten.
small hands.
No?
Well, no, don't make him sound out to be some sort of poor, unfortunate soul just because he got some small hands. I mean, I'm sure it's probably quite handy.
Handy, but
You can, you know, when you're doing DIY, maybe you can get his hand into the smallest of spaces. And
yeah, if he ever drops a ring down the drain, it can
slip his little hand down there.
Straight back out again.
Oh dear.
I like the action there, Richard.
Well, slipping his little hand down the drain. Anyway, the king in the north.
Excuse me. The king in the north! Sorry, I was a bit delayed then.
So Simon doesn't have a king.
He does not, but he is doing building orders, so if he's got Beggar King in his deck, he could go and grab that.
He could.
I don't know if he's running it,
He
but
probably is.
he's not getting it. He's got an appointed. Ooh, Barristan!
I mean, I'm assuming now Simon is running a lot of attachment. So he could be running Tokar.
Most
He could be
likely.
running Beggar King. He's definitely running Warrior Braid.
Anything else you want to...
Appointed to give Barristan an intrigue icon.
Definitely an appointed. Oh, Barristan's going to be a machine. You just need Tokar on him, a Warrior's Braid.
3 Tokars.
That'd be amazing.
He would just be so strong.
Which is the attachment that gives renown?
Warrior's Braid.
Is that Warrior's Braid? Okay.
Yeah. That would be really, really interesting. Because that would hurt Dan's ability to make chump challenges at Simon. And Dan would therefore have to concentrate on passive power. But Simon now has a problem in that Mace is just going to gain power.
Yeah. Mace is just a machine that's going to just keep going and going and going, I guess.
So, of course, interesting that Simon doesn't appear to run marched. Because I think that would have been a good opportunity to lose your 1-drop Targaryen loyalist to undoubtedly get rid of Brienne.
Yeah, and also with running Viserys in the deck, and I imagine that that attachment control is quite important just in case Barristan gets milked. I mean, he does have fallen from favour, but possibly March would be good.
Warrior's Braid there on Barristan.
Ooh, so it's got renown now then. And Warrior's Braid, is that after you... What is it? After a character is claimed?
Character win a military
Is it just
challenge,
after they win?
then you can put a Bell token on them.
Oh, okay.
They get +1 strength for every Bell token they have on them.
Okay. So they just have to
And they
win the
get renown.
challenge. It's not like after someone dies or anything.
No.
Oh, that's handy.
You know what? Dan made a really good play against me in this tournament in the third round.
Yeah?
Yes, he did. So he had Mace in hand, turn 1. He summoned for Mace, I think. And he didn't play him out, he couldn't afford it. And then me, second player, I marshalled Sniper Mel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he found a way around it. He jumped in an Old Town Informer, bestowed a 1, drew a card to his hand, and discarded Mace.
Huh. Guess that's one way to do it.
And then drew him next time. Next round and played him.
Barristan got a few more attachments. I saw a tow car go on him, but I didn't catch what the other one was.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, that's not helpful.
Well, you know...
I'm telling a story here and you can't even watch what's going on the board.
Well, like, you know...
What sort of commentator are you?
Well, it's polite to look at someone when they're talking to you. That's why I was looking at you and not the board.
No wonder we're not the White Gillards.
It doesn't quite work, does it?
No, it does not. So if he has a tow car, he has +4 strength from the tow car. And +2 from the breaker of chains.
Oh, Dan, you big meanie.
Although,
at least it's +1 more strength.
Yeah. The Barristan is now +7 strength.
But he's not going to be restanding or anything.
He still gets renown.
Yeah, he still gets loads of cool stuff.
He still gets bell tokens and plus extra strength.
Just no restanding.
It's a restanding ability. So, Simon's got 1 gold. He's almost definitely going to use Viserys and Fleabottom this round, right? Get rid of that milk next.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be very silly not to, wouldn't it? By the way, I feel like we should probably expand ever so slightly. So, my surname is Gillard for people that don't know me, but Richard's surname is Walker, and that's why we've got our channel name of the White Walkers.
No, it's not.
Because eventually I might be a Walker too, and then it would really work.
No, because of the hordes of undead zombie-like creatures called the Others from north of the Wall in the land of always winter.
Well, yeah, it's like
They're
a pun.
the White Walkers.
It's a pun.
It's not a pun.
It's punny. Because your surname's Walker. You could even be the Walking Dead, but just the Walker Dead, the TV show.
That does not make sense.
It doesn't work as well, does it?
It does not work.
The White Walkers works a lot better.
Please stop.
And also, obviously we do Game of Thrones, so,
Please stop.
Makes it, okay, I'm going to shut up.
I'm dying inside.
No, but it was a good name.
We could take this opportunity to thank our Patreons again.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, patrons. You guys are great.
They're a good bunch of people, aren't they?
Some of them are.
Some of them are.
I mean, that Joe Zimmer.
What? Who's he?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Who was he again? Joe messaged us after the last video and he was like, I did not appreciate that. Poor Joe. He just wants to be appreciated, Richard. Appreciate.
I'm trying to Facebook him to see who he is, but...
He's such an ass.
I'm sure he loves it, really.
Oh, dear. Oh, I know how to remind you who Joe is. Joe, the one that's going out with Gabby, who you Dracarys 5 times in one game.
Oh, yeah. 5
Joe.
times. Those were the glory days. Bit of rebuilding plot. Isle of Raven. Shadow Black Lane. Prophet.
Didn't you also intimidate her twice at Nationals last year?
No.
Or the year before?
No.
Pretty sure you did.
Nah.
Pretty sure you were like, yeah, double intimidate's a thing. Intimidate. And then afterwards, after she cried because she lost to you,
she almost
and
definitely
you
did not
bullied
cry.
her.
Because she won.
And, oh, right.
Because you know what she did? You know what she did, right? She's on 14 power playing start.
Yeah.
And she watched me play my plot. She let me do my marshalling. Then she did a challenge with Sansa. Intrigue. And then she paid 1 and moved ladies, stand Sansa and win. I was not impressed.
Did you feel like a loser?
I felt shocked. I forgot Corsander was a thing who did things, and Lady did a thing, and then Gabby did a thing. But it felt good because I like one-named cat. So, Fat Cat.
How much power did Fat Cat have on him when you were?
I do not recall, but I remember Gabby saying, "What is that card?" I was like, "Yes, I am playing like one at Nationals in 2016."
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Oh dear.
Has anything happened on the board? I feel like nothing's happened.
No, nothing's happened. That's why we're still talking. Oh, they're doing a challenge. Okay.
Wow, Mace is coming in with Jackie for 7 strength. You want to trigger Rain, perhaps?
Possibly.
I wonder if he has a secret strength buff. I mean, we know...
Well, he's got Crown of Golden Roses on him, isn't he?
Yeah, we have a small issue in that Simon appears to have used his economy on the King in the North turn.
Oh, yeah.
Which, of course, isn't allowed. Unless that other attachment is Beggar King.
I don't think it is. Simply because he doesn't trigger anything during this round. I remember. Because I'm pretty sure he goes to try and trigger Flea Bottom at some point. And Dan's like, no.
The King in the North says no! And therefore it did not happen.
So restrictive.
Those Dothraki Honor Guard must be quite strong.
Well, I think that you see the sleeve on the top far right. I think
that one card is his hand.
Yeah.
2 cards or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's only 1 or 2, so...
Barry's going to defend.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's on, like, stupid strength now, isn't he?
He is at least 6 strength. 7 strength now. He's got 5 attachments, so the total card gives him +1 for each, and the Breaker of Chain give him another 2. So he is 7 + 4, so he's at least 11 strength.
That seems so silly. So, yeah, 11 strength Barristan. And, yeah.
He got renown.
Got a renown. Go, Simon. So, this game's like 32 minutes in, and they actually mulliganed before this. I had to cut about 5 minutes off the beginning. So, theoretically, like, there's only 15 minutes left on the round.
What, and we're halfway through the video?
Yeah.
How is that possible? We've got half an hour of the video left, but there's
only... No, I can't math. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What? How much is left? 20 minutes.
We probably got 20 minutes.
Of the round.
But we seem to have 32 minutes of video.
We're going to get a long round at the end by the looks of it. Okay. Looks like... Oh, Dan's jumped ahead.
9-3.
How is there still half an hour left?
You can't trigger your Isle of Ravens, Simon. Stop it. Even though you somehow triggered your port.
Oh, well, it's only a casual tournament.
Yeah, let them cheat. Next plots, I wonder.
Well, let's have a look. They're both ready. Reveal! Reveal, men! Ooh!
That's a good plot for Simon.
That's a very good plot for Simon. Okay, so first player might matter here, because if Dan's first, surely you trigger Valar D first and then the summons, because that lets you shuffle.
That's what he's doing now, right? The Valar D has happened.
Yeah, they haven't actually decided first player.
Oh. In our games at home, we drum that into each other. First thing I do is say, who's first player?
I know,
Whilst
it's really
you picked up your first card from someone, and they're like, Rebecca, you're so excited to get your card.
I know, it's like, yay, cards, fun stuff. Alright, okay, so Dan's going first. He's summoning first. Okay. See, I'd be really tempted to trigger Valar D first, and that lets me... Well, as I say, you put those cards on the bottom of your deck, but then after the summons you can shuffle them, so you've got more of a chance to find them again, right?
Yeah, because I mean, let's face it, he's not going to shuffle Mace away, which means he needs to keep the Overtown Informer as well, which means Brienne and Randall are going.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, the Lady-in-Waiting dupe goes into the discard, as does Randall's dupe. So Simon does really well out of this Valar D because the Targaryen Loyalist and Jorah Mormont just go to the bottom of the deck. No big deal.
Yeah, it's not
and no big
issue.
loss to his board state.
And also because of Isle of Ravens, Simon gets to shuffle his deck as much as needed anyway. So
yeah, and on demand. So I really like this player Valardi in Simon's deck because not only had it damage his opponent, it really does damage some Mace deck, but he got 2 5-cost characters there, and they've got really high strength. So he actually has. I mean, the Honor Guard. How many cards Simon got in hand? 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's just drawn up, hasn't he? So
yeah, so he's got maybe 3 cards in hand. So the Honor Guard, by the time he's marshal, could be on 8, 9, 10 strength. Barristan has at least 9 strength.
I think it's 9 because there's 5
right
attachments,
and
but no characters. Yeah, to or under. So
he's got 2 characters surviving Valardi with a power strength total of 16 strength, military of 16 strength with intrigue strength of 9.
Seems like a really nice amount of strength to have after a Valardi, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they're the best decks, I suppose, to put Valardi in. One way you can leverage the strength of your characters without having to put a high numerical cost of characters on the board. So that essentially what I'm saying is it raises the value of positive attachment, which enhance your characters. And cards like Dothraki Honor Guard.
So got a location there marshalled. Dun dun dun. High Tower.
High Tower.
So High Tower then is when you marshal a character, you gain a gold and draw a card. So marshalling, I can't quite tell what that is. It might be a High Tower spy. So yeah, it must be because he's looking at the card. So looking at the card to boost Mace's strength. Is there a reason to do that? He's going to draw it now anyway, right? With the High Tower's ability. I'm paying a gold there to put a power on Mace. And then, yeah, triggering High Tower to draw a card and gain a gold. And he has to discard a card, doesn't he, for this? For the high... No, I'm getting confused.
You're getting confused with the Jackie.
Yeah. With the Old Town Informer.
That's the one.
I'm slowly getting the names of these. I've seen a lot of Tyrell recently.
He's not his faction card, so maybe he's going to blink someone out of the game.
Unless he's forgotten. No, there we go, yeah. So the High Tower Spy is taken out with Mace's ability, brought back in at the beginning of Challenges phase. So gain a gold, draw a card because of the High Tower. And then I'm assuming triggering Mace, paying a gold to get a power. Oh, no, we're going to reveal the card first.
High Garden Courtier.
Okay, so that's +2 strength on Mace there then. And just indicated by the gold. And then triggering Mace's ability. Spending a gold to gain a power.
Gross. Very gross.
And Simon's just sitting there like, what?
I'll shuffle both of my cards. Flip.
Is Simon marshalled already?
No.
Oh, so how is Dan...
Dan first player, remember?
Yeah, but... Dan...
Wait, what?
Dan took the High Tower Spy out and brought it back in, didn't he?
Maybe he has marshalled, but I don't think he has, no.
No, he's marshalling now.
Yeah, so that's bad. Dan has cheated.
Dan!
I think Dan's sitting there thinking, shit, I've cheated.
On camera?
On camera.
Again?
If I remain still and point at the Dothraki Honor Guard, perhaps no one will notice. Yeah, so that is peculiar.
So I'm guessing Dan must have forgotten.
He must have thought he was the second player.
Yeah. I mean, Simon didn't say anything. Wait a minute.
Simon must have passed now. And we're into the challenge phase. We must be into the challenge phase. Either that or Simon said, hang on. I didn't play my save with bait brought out. Can I have a take back?
Possibly. I'm not entirely sure what just happened there, but basically everything's out of sync by the looks of it.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. These Northampton players, they don't know what they're doing.
You've got to watch these guys very carefully. Especially that Dan, you know.
Yeah.
And that's Simon.
There's a reason he's TO.
Yeah. And Adam East. You've got to watch him. You can't trust Adam East. And Callum Gillespie. Oh my God.
Oh, I like Callum.
You've got to watch out. Got to watch him. Got to watch him. Got to watch him.
Callum. Callum's mum.
And actually, Callum's father-in-law watches.
Oh yeah, what was his name again? Like Stephen or something.
What was his granddad-in-law?
Oh no, it's Grandad. His Grandad likes the game.
Alan!
Alan! I don't know where I got Stephen from.
Alan.
Hi Alan, Callum's Grandad. I don't know why I was saying hi to Alan, Callum's Grandad.
Because he liked to watch Callum play.
Yeah, but Callum's not playing.
Oh shit. Yeah, good point.
He plays in another video in this. It's fine. We'll do a shout out to Alan at some point.
Dan wants to trigger Reigns, I think.
But he's already used his faction card.
He's gone in, all in intrigue. Maybe he just really wants to win an intrigue challenge for some reason.
So, Quaith coming in and removing characters whose strength or lower from the challenge.
That is really good, Quaith.
That's a really good move.
Yeah, I suspect earlier the marshalling fate ended and Simon said, "Oh, by the way, I forgot to put my port out. Can I do it?" Because Simon saved all his gold.
Mm.
So I think that's what happened.
Okay.
So maybe Dan didn't cheat.
Maybe. We'll go with that.
So 7 strength Mace on his own against a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an 11 strength Barristan Selmy.
Oh, so it should work then. As in, like, he should win.
Yeah.
You know. Oh!
Dan gonna boost him Mace to 9 strength.
Okay, so using the Crown of Golden Roses there and discarding a card, and it increases the character's strength by the number of icons they have. So in this case, 2. So just confirming that Barristan's on 11 strength.
For some reason, Dan is desperate to win this intrigue challenge.
Maybe he just doesn't want Barristan to win.
Barristan can't stand because he's blank.
Ooh, this is kind of Queen of Thorns. He really wants to win this challenge.
So what Simon can do, he got 1 card left, has he? 2 cards. He should have Palado Prided them. Because the other card is useless. It's another Isle of Ravens, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should have used Plaza of Pride and got rid of the Braided Warrior, put them in the discard pile, stand Barristan.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Once he knows he's going to lose the challenge, just use the Plaza, Dan Barristan, and then you've only got the Isle of Ravens in hand, which Dan's going to discard. So at least, essentially what you get is a stand out of it.
Yeah.
An 11 strength stand out of it.
Seems good. So an intrigue there with the Quaith Shadows. It goes through unopposed, so unopposed and claim.
So Simon, in theory, had all 3 challenges at Dan now.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know why Dan knelt everything out to win this intrigue challenge or why it was so important to him. Perhaps he felt like getting rid of Simon's hand completely is good, but with Dothraki on a guard and soon to be unmilked Barristan, maybe that's not good.
Yeah.
Simon didn't take his unopposed here.
No, so he missed the unopposed on the military challenge. Because he, I think he was busy adjusting the strength dice. And because of that, just forgot to take his unopposed. So, never mind. So, so the military going through, and claim of the Old Town Informer. And then end of the phase.
Has Simon still got a card?
Yeah, he's got 1. So Viserys goes to the bottom.
Bye milk.
And that gets rid of the milk, yeah.
Dan's going to draw another one. It's going to, it's not going to matter. You know what Dan's like, he always has milk. I mean, you say he normally plays Bara, but this Tyrell isn't too far-fetched to what Bara do. Passive power gain.
No, that's true.
With control effects.
But it's a bit closer now. 8-6.
Simon has done well to bring this back.
Because it looked surefire for the Tyrell to win, didn't it, near the beginning?
It did. When Mace comes out, if there's a feeling of inevitability.
I find it very, very difficult to stop Mace once he's going. I mean, you need a milk. Well, you need lots of milk because it's probably just going to get confiscated.
So bear in mind you cut 5 minutes of the video earlier from their mulligans and
so theoretically this
up.
is the last round?
Yeah, there should only be about 5 minutes left. So quite how we've got another 20 minutes to go.
They must play really slow.
This must be... Maybe they just finished really equal on power.
Going to card counts or something. Cards in deck.
Good old cards in deck.
Okay, so we've got counting coppers from Simon. So he's finally fed up of not having enough cards in hand.
Slave pay ports are turned on.
There we go. And time of plenty from Dan. And just remembering Simon should be on 7 power here, but he forgot to take that unopposed. Oh, finally a bit more economy.
Finally a bit more economy. 2 Slave pay port are not enough.
No, definitely not. So kneeling, the Illyria's estate and the faction card. So reduction of 2 to play...
he's already played a limited.
Oh,
he just played Illyria's estate.
Oh dear. Cheaters all round in this game. So using that to pay for a Slaver's Bay port, which he has knelt to gain 2 gold. So as Richard said, that's 2 limiteds played in this turn. So another cheat.
You guys...
This Northampton lot are terrible. I wonder if it's going to make much difference. Oh, Drogo's out. That's nice. A bit of renown. Double military. So, if he spends any more gold and then uses the last gold...
You're going to want to flea bottom, isn't he? But then this is no different. He would just have the Slave Bay port in his hand.
Yeah. I guess it would matter. Well, actually, there's not even going to be a next round, is there? So it doesn't really matter. Normally, you'd keep these location dupes in hand because, you know, they're good to stop
Barristan,
claim.
but Honour Guard.
But Barristan and Honour Guard, so someone wants to get rid of these and extra
Dan
copies.
triggering his high tower. So Simon doesn't really have to worry about having fewer cards in hand for Barristan.
Oh. So Housefront Knight to take Quaith out and put it in the discard pile. That seems good.
Can be good.
I mean, Simon can just bring that in now and use the ability if needed.
I mean, it does hurt his board a little bit. It affects his Simon's ability to do more challenges.
Yeah, that's also true.
He doesn't have claim circus such now unless he flea bottom.
Well, you probably would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's going to flea bottom.
I mean, Simon here is saving 2 gold anyway, so the extra economy doesn't actually make any difference here. So it's naughty, but I don't think it's going to affect the game.
He would just have that Slave Bay port in hand and still have the 2 gold. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Brienne back.
Oh, hello, Brienne.
Brian of Tarth.
Stop calling her Brian.
Why?
Because it's not Brian, it's Brienne.
Oh.
So, Barristan isn't actually on that much strength now. Because, I mean, he's got 4 attachments on him. So, he's on 8 strength, right?
Yeah.
And there's no 2 cost or lower on the board, so he doesn't get any, you know, plus strength plus from that.
He's only 8 strength.
Only 8 strength, yeah. But then Brienne's non-kneeling, so, you know, that's good for Dan at least. Okay, so looks like we're triggering Mace's ability here to take the High Tower Spy off the board. And then beginning of the next round, that will come back in.
Dan's agenda does not appear to be doing a lot of work for him.
No, I don't think Reigns is the best choice if you're running a Mace deck. So
a lot of people play Red Door.
I That sucks.
Ha!
So using the High Tower Spy to boost Brienne's strength by 0 because it's a pleasure bard. Triggering then the High Tower to gain a gold and draw a card. And using said gold to pay for power on Mace. So still pretty strong lead here from Dan. And that's just the alarm going off there by the looks of it for the time on the round.
Time on the round.
So yeah, it should be the last one.
That ties in exactly with what you said, actually. You've got 5 minutes out. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Do you often cut out all the mulligan stuff?
Yeah, because it's just like people shuffling cards for like 3 minutes and, you know.
It can be funny if you have the volume on and listen to their inane banter at the beginning.
I mean, if that's how you want me to edit the videos from now on, I can. But it just means 3 minutes at the beginning where...
Maybe you should just listen to the inane banter and then just put it on the end.
No, this just feels like extra work for me, so no.
Aww.
So the military they're coming through from Barristan, just defending with Brienne non-kneeling. Simon was going to use an upside down power token as warrior braid thingies, but that's just going to get confusing. So he's putting a gold on him to show the bell token because he didn't have any bell tokens. It's taking his renown, but it's not actually taking claim.
I'm sure that's coming. You've still got the red icon up there, so... Oh, what?
So Simon's going in for a second military and Dan's like, oh crap, I forgot to take claim from the first military.
Maybe he was just still thinking.
He wasn't.
Oh.
I left the military thingy up because Dan hadn't actually killed anyone yet.
Oh, this is going to get worse quickly for Dan.
I feel like maybe he should put more effort in defending.
Well, he put Brienne in there, but he couldn't win the challenge.
Yeah, I guess so. So a second military then coming in from Barristan.
Oh, he's going to have a field day now.
So just defending with Brienne.
I like how Simon must have had another Viserys discarded, which is going to be handy.
That's not flea bottomed in.
It must have been.
Flea bottom isn't knelt though.
But he didn't have any low strength character at the beginning of this round.
Oh, Warrior's Braid. Not Warrior's Braid. Gotcha. Breaker of Chains.
The Breaker of Chains. So Barry has a braid, a bell token, which increases his strength. 2 bell token. So he's with the Tokar, 2 bell token. That's 6 strength. Breaker of Chains, 7 strength extra.
Nice.
So he's 11 strength again. God, all this math.
And
his
going
power
in...
token coming up quick. Now he's got that bell token with those renowns.
And he's doing a power here with Drogo and Barristan because he really wants to win this challenge to make sure Barristan restands. So Dan just defending with Brienne.
Is he going to remember? He does remember.
So Barristan restanding.
This must feel quite oppressive for Dan.
Dan's playing with Mace, he can't say anything.
Exactly.
And then power claim there, plus renown and renown. So Simon's taken the lead, flipping heck.
Intrigue now.
Yeah, intrigue. So Brienne can't defend that.
So Dan going to try and stop the unopposed and just defend with Mace. You might as well, right? Because Barristan's only going to restand.
Well, this is the last round, so it might be that Dan wants to come back and attack and try and get that power.
Barristan's going to restand.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't think... He can't win a challenge against Barristan.
Can he not?
Barristan's 11 strength.
Well, Mace has got Crown of Golden Roses, right?
Yeah, but Dothraki Honor Guard is also 9 strength. And he made that one card maybe able to restand Drogo or whatever.
Okay.
There's a lot of options for Simon. And he's still got Flea Bottom.
Okay, so just defending that intrigue there with Mace. But Simon still wins the challenge. So restanding Barristan.
Wow.
Renown claim.
Got the sex boat.
He did. Wow, that was a really, really good round for Simon. He's just shot up like, what, 6 power?
He just won the game. No way. I mean, Dan can't trigger Mace.
No, because he's
So he
already used
can't-
them, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't do anything there.
He's not got enough gold to ambush anything
He
in.
can't even win Dom. So,
Is that it?
that's it. Game over. Congratulations, Simon. They're standing there stuff. Like, wouldn't you just concede?
Simon taking Dom. They're doing another plot.
What?
Okay. So I thought the timer had gone. And the time of the video does indicate that would have been the last round.
Well,
But...
we're in the 56th minute. I can't start another.
So it looks like they're doing one more round. Okay. So down there playing confiscation to summons from Simon.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. Like, this video has been a clusterfuck of errors.
That's one way of putting it. It
Just
might
throw
be that
another
Dan,
one on the pile.
yeah, it might be that Dan wanted to let Simon, I don't know, try for a full win or something.
That's not legal.
Well, it's a casual event, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Welcome to Northampton Meta. This is how we do things.
Where
And
anything
if you don't
goes.
like it, then you can just fuck off.
I think Dan there just confiscated a tow-car, which is sad. And Simon's summoning now. Wonder what he'll go for.
You got rid of the tow car. Of course you get rid of the tow car.
Would you not get rid of the renown?
Could do, but tow car seems good because it gets rid of a lot of strength and it makes him in more challenge range. Getting renown is also a good shout.
Got second sons there. I don't know if Jorah's dead or if Simon's not found him or something, but a Jorah would have been really nice.
I mean, Simon just wins here, right?
I don't know, because I mean Mace
Mace can't get 6 power in one hit.
you probably can.
He can't.
You can get one
He
in
can maybe get
marshalling.
3.
One in marshalling, one in
One in
challenges.
marshalling, trigger Mace, reaction, put him out and bring him back in, so that's 2.
And then maybe renown.
On Brian,
Yeah.
maybe win a power challenge, maybe. I don't think Dan can win. Like, I think Simon just wins here because he's still got Drogo Renown. He's got 4 challenges to make, Simon does. He's got Barristan. He's got a Dothraki Honor Guard who are strong. He's got Plaza Pride and Flea Bottom. Yeah, I think Dan just loses. If he pulled it out, I'll be amazed. And probably a little bit sorry for Simon because this round shouldn't be happening.
Okay. Dan's really taking his time to think here. So we've got Hot Marge or Harpoon Marge.
You said Hot Marge first. I will accept your first answer.
Don't worry, I didn't forget. Harpoon Marge is a thing. We can make it a thing.
You can't make it a thing.
Might be able to make it a thing.
What, with all 26 viewers?
You think 26 have made it this far? What? He's milked him!
I mean, that just nerfs the restanding ability. And sadly, he doesn't get toe card up. The toe card's gone.
Oh yeah!
So he doesn't get plus extra strength. Unless he just topped extra toe card. That would be quality.
Okay, so Simon kneeling his illegal slaver's paper.
Yeah. This hadn't been the finest example of
what the
high
Northampton
quality,
meta.
high quality play, is it?
Oh no! Now what's
It's littered with errors.
so Dan's asked Simon to wait a moment because he's not sure if he triggered the high tower, which he definitely did because he got a gold and drew a card. I saw that, but he didn't trigger Mace's marshalling phase. Is he going to ask for a take back? I mean, to be fair, I guess Simon did marshal an illegal slaver's port.
Yeah, but Dan did initiate an illegal round.
Maybe he forgot the time had gone off.
This is banter. Like, what the fuck? What? He's just.
What? Dan! So
Dan just basically took back a marshal and put a power on Mace.
Instead. Okay. Simon seems cool with it, so...
Second sons.
Second sons. But we're not going to get another round. Right?
Well, who knows? I mean, Dan T.O. He does what he wants. You're going to get an extra challenge out of this, though. He could do multiple challenges.
Oh, yeah. So he's taken the Leonard's informant out of play using Mace's ability. So she's going to come back in. And Dan can choose another challenge to do. So draw a card and gain a gold, pay a gold to put a power on Mace.
If you're going to play a Leonard Informant, wouldn't you just play Crossing? And just go for, unlimited power challenges? Trigger Mace, Marshal and Faye, bring in the Informant, say extra power challenge, do 2 power challenges, then play a Leonard Machination, get another power challenge.
Well, what actually happens is Dan decides to go for an extra intrigue challenge.
It's a challenge he can win, I guess, the easiest. Only Barristan can only defend one of them now.
Yeah.
Unless Plaza of Pride can restand him. Which
Simon's not got a lot of cards in hand to do that with.
He had not. He doesn't appear to be running Dragon, but he is running Consuming Flames.
Mm. Okay. I don't really know what Dan can do here because...
Oh, he can use Marge to just drag someone into the challenge.
Yeah, but... I mean, Barristan and Drogo both got renown. So military or power, Simon can easily win.
I mean, he should just realise it's all over. I'm sure everyone stood around watching going, wow, this game is long.
I mean, I guess if Harpoon Marge pulled in Barristan for the intrigue, then Barristan would win and gain a power, but then he can get an unopposed intrigue through from, like, Informal or something.
So
that still doesn't really do much.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up, Dan. Well, this has been an interesting game in terms of Simon's brought a really interesting deck, actually.
Yeah.
A deck that you don't really see in tournaments. So I'm glad we recorded the game from that perspective.
Mm.
And Dan bought Degenerate Mace, which is fair enough.
Mm. So we've got a power coming in from Hot Large, pulling in Barristan. So Simon just defends for both and wins.
Renown, he can
and that's the game.
We have a winner.
We do indeed. So thanks everyone for watching, and tune in next time for round 2.
Yay!
Bye guys! Bye! Say bye!
Bye. Bye. Bye everybody.